my name is Cece and welcome to another One Take Friday. So today is playtime day. I have different kinds of flowers, different styles, different colors, different material, and I also have a pack of butterflies and I'm going to alter them. I'll be using a whole bunch of different things and see what I come up with. Okay, so the first pack that I grabbed are these flowers. They are dahlias in tea stain, yeah, by Petaloo. And I'm gonna grab different colors. I want to mix some, here, let's take this one, some ginger peach primary elements with gel medium. Why not? So I'm just going to grab a little bit of my gel medium. And just a tiny bit of the primary element. Ooh, this is going to look nice on the flower. I'm thinking that might be too orangey though. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Because sometimes you don't always want a green flower, right? But sometimes that's all you have at home. So you gotta find ways to improvise. And that is what I'm gonna do. I'm dipping my brush in the water just to see, just to make the gel medium a little bit more fluid. Here, let's do this. Oh, I like that. Do you? Let's see. Oh, this is fun. Look at that. I mean, it's a weird color, but it totally rocks. You know what? I might just paint over that, the little purple stamens here. Yeah, much better. Ooh, pretty. I'm just going to add a little bit more at the ends here. Okay, the next one I have this flower, and what if I were to turn this into a neon yellow flower? That green obviously is a little dark for neon yellow. I have here the daubers, the ink daubers, the neon colors by Hero Arts, and I'm thinking that I need to just over this first, and then I will use the neon color. Or what if I were to mix the gesso with the neon ink? If not, then I'll just gesso over the whole thing. Right? I'm going to smash quite a bit of that yellow right here, and I'm going to mix it up. Ooh, that might just work. It's not neon yellow, it's a very light yellow. Let's see. Oh, it's kind of like buttermilk. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Of course, I could go back with the neon yellow later on, maybe in the center of it. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry with that gesso. And then if I want to have it neon, oh, I kind of like that. That's pretty neat. Because now I can go over this with anything I want. It's gesso, right? So gesso is a primer, so it's a perfect base to change up the color of a flower. You can barely tell that it's green. Obviously, I would need to go in between the petals maybe, and then, you know, just so that the green doesn't show at all. But how cool is that? Let's see, close up here. Whoops, too close. Cool, huh? You know what? I'm going to do this one with just straight up gesso and see how it turns out. I might, what I'm going to do is, whoops, I picked up too much water. This one, I will probably use the neon color once it's dry. Because I kind of like the other one. I like the way it turned out without the neon color. So this one I'm going to let this dry. It covered totally the green. I'm loving that. And then once it's dry, I'm going to add the neon dauber. Next, I think I'm going to work on the butterflies. They're also by Petaloo. This one is Wild Butterflies in pink. And I'm going to use the Twinkling H2Os for these. I kind of wanted to stay in the same family of color, or color family, but I want to add a little bit of shimmer. So the Twinkling H2Os are going to be perfect for that. So let's see, I have two smaller ones. Let's take a bigger one here. Okay. So I've been curing my twinks with water for maybe 5-10 minutes, I would say. And let's see what I come up with. Alright, I'll take the lighter one and ooh, I like that. It's so much fun to have the power and control to, you know, to alter these. Because realistically, you know, there's no limit to what you can do with these. Oh, I like that. I like the shimmer. Look at this. Whoops. Nice. When that dries, it's going to be very shimmery. Ooh. What if I were to add, while this is wet, a little bit of purple in the middle. Ooh, that's fine. Soften up the edges a little bit. Make the colors run into each other. I like that. I want to do this one in blue. Ooh. It's not blue. I forgot the name of the color. Let me see here. This one's called Twilight. Twilight. Let's see if I can add also a bit of that. Ooh, I like that. I like the mix of them both. So much fun. I love playing. Oh, isn't that fun? Like that. Alright, I'm gonna rest this one. The other one I think I'm just going to do with that color here, which is called Raspberry Wine. Ooh, I like that color. It's a nice name. That's very pretty with the brown in the middle. That's pretty. Look how nice the coverage is with the twinkling. That's a total surprise to me. I thought that the twinklings would be a little bit more translucent. This one was, but the other two is completely opaque and you're left with that beautiful shimmer. Alright, next I want to add a touch of gold to these flowers. So these are the Assortment Florals Small in Paprika. I've used those in the past. Maybe not that shape, but that color. I like the color, and I think it doesn't need much to be altered. Let's see, I'm going to take this one, that one. and this white one here. Okay, so I have Inca Gold and Old Gold. I have Tarnished Brass, the Distress Stain, and I also have this Color Shine in Gold Lame, which happens to be my favorite gold of all time. This one here I will spray with the Color Shine, just to tone down that peachy color. Here. Actually, it doesn't tone it down, it revives it. It turned it into this orange flower, which is not bad. It's not quite what I was expecting. You know. Ooh, but I like this. So if I soak this up in there, that's kind of neat. I wonder what would happen if I were to mix Gathered Twigs with this Color Shine. Wonder if I could dark. Ooh! Hey! Oh, I'm liking this. Look how fun this is. Whoops. Isn't this fun? It doesn't take much. It doesn't take a lot of brown around. Oh, I like that. Look how gorgeous that is. I like it, different tones. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't recording, and what I did for this one is I used Inca Gold and Old Gold, and I just went around the edges. I'm not liking this either, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of Gathered Twig with my brush. So this will be the opposite of the other one. I'm going to make sure that it's diluted quite a bit. And I'm just going to add it here in the center. And maybe that's too diluted. That's much better. I like that. I could go as dark as I want. Even in the middle here, I could add. And because my flower is pretty saturated with the mixture of the stain and some water, it kind of wicks. I like that. That's very neat. And then the gold will shine through still at the end. So here are the two opposites. So we've got the brown around, whoops. We've got the brown around the edges here, and then the gold in the middle, and then here I've got the gold around the edges and the brown in the middle. And I quite like that. Ooh. See, I went directly with the... Ah, no! It's still wet, so I broke a petal. Oh well. I'm going to have to fix it. I'll add some gold at the end, but I went directly with the stain in the middle. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I love that. So these are the two opposites. I had taken out a third flower, and while I was not recording, I kind of messed up that one. That one is my leopard flower. It's quite funny. But anyways, reject. Alright, so I got these two. I'm going to let these two dry, and I will do some more. I think my last ones are going to be the black ones. Ooh, that'll be dramatic. So now I have my black flowers, and I pulled out from my stash the Precious Metal Colors by Viva. I have Coral, Mother of Pearl, and Rose Paint. Oops. And I'm going to try that. Let's see how that turns out. Alright, I'm going to start with the pink, I think. The rose pink. Let's see. So I'm going to shake that very well. Oh, you know what? The silks too. Hold on. Ooh, I've got that pretty peridot, I don't know. I'm gonna try the silks, see what gives. You might have to gesso because these are acrylic glazes. I don't know. I mean, it could work. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm experimenting right now. This is totally unrehearsed. Ooh, look at that yumminess. I think I'm gonna use what's on the cap first. Waste not, want not. Okay. There's oh, this one's coming up. There's a little bit of a tulle on top of these. So I'm not sure exactly if I should go in between. Oops. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go in. Ooh. Ooh, that's fun. Those precious metal paints are really, really reflective. So I think it's going to be neat once they're dry. It's funky. It's not black anymore. It's fine. Maybe a groupings of those would be nice. I'm just going to add a bit here to my mat. I think I'll just scrunch it up like that and just go like this. Oops. Ooh. See, now this I love. Look how pretty that is. It just adds a little bit of the shimmer at the end of each of the petals. So all of a sudden your flower is not only black, it's got some reflections. Ooh, I like that. Now this is green, and I know that in the real world there aren't that many green flowers, but in my world everything could be green. So yeah, it's green. Interesting. So because this is a glaze, it's not as potent as the precious metal, and I'm liking this. Oh, that is lovely. And I kind of want to preserve a little bit of that black to give it more depth. Oh, I like this. Let me show you. Look how pretty. So pretty. Ooh, that may very well be my favorite. Of course, it's green. Alright, I'm gonna let these dry. I mean, the pink is not bad. I like this one too. Alright, I had to come back and show you. I decided to do another one just because I'm liking how oh, what's it called again? The precious metal was reacting to this flower, and I decided to do it on another one of these, but with the orange precious metal. It's called coral actually, and I love that. Boy, you can play with the intensity, and you know, you can be as subtle or as vibrant as you want, but look at that. That's nice. Of course, with my fingers you can't see anything because they're all dirty, but see, this one is with the silk, And this one was with, let me get these two out of the way. So this is the silk and this is the precious metal. So the precious metal obviously has a lot of gold shimmer to it. The silks reacts a little bit different because it's a glaze, so you can see more of the black showing through, and I went over it a little bit more. So they're quite different, but they're both very lovely. Oh, I like that. All right. I will be back. Remember these? These are the first ones that I did in the green color. This one here was the colored gesso with the neon dauber by Hero Arts. This one here. And it's a little too greeny for my taste. And I really wanted something vibrant. So I think I'm going to, let's see, I pulled out the orange neon and the yellow neon. I think what I want to do is, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a bit of that neon color, put it on my mat. And this is, no, that's not going to work. Okay, let's see here. Not bad at all. I can see some of the ink pooling on top of the gesso, which is surprising me. Let's see if I can pick up more of the color. It should stay on it. I'm pretty sure it will. Oops. One of the petals is way saturated. It's an interesting effect. Yeah, so I'm thinking the other one with the yellow neon is going to react the same way. Ooh. This has gesso, so it's not as absorbent as the other flowers. Let's try and soak this up too. I want that darn yellow to stick to my flower, and you know, the gesso is fine, it covered the green, but if I want that ink to stay on here, I'm gonna have to use some type of glue. So I'm gonna use Glossy Accent. Glossy Accents is obviously transparent, so if I add yellow to this, what's gonna happen? I don't know. Let's find out. I have no idea what that's going to do. No idea. I'm going to use my brush. Yeah, I'm going to have to wash the brush right away. Oh, look at that. Oh, you know what though? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be opaque. Let's see. Oh. I need to... Now I have Glossy Accent everywhere. Of course I could have used paint, you know, duh, but I really wanted that neon yellow because I think it's neat. And because it's neon yellow, it's kind of like a very funky flower. I don't mind the glossiness that's gonna happen at the end, you know? Yep. I like that. Just a word of caution though, when you do that, don't dip the end of your dauber in the Glossy Accent because it will clog up. I'm just, at this point, I'm just trying to add some more neon color. And because it's an ink, it's going to mix with that Glossy Accent and stay there permanently. Ooh, I like that. There is no limit. It's amazing what you can use to alter your flowers. I'm going to try and rinse that really well, but not bad. I mean, it's, you know, it's pretty close to that yellow. Fun. A neon flower. How about that? Okay, This one, it's not as punchy as I would have liked it to be. This is almost dry. Look how beautiful that is. I want this one with liquid pearls in pumpkin because I want something bright. So I'm going to use my fingers to spread this. Ooh, ooh, love that. Oh, this is nice. It's got that pearl finish too. Let me see. I'm going to take my brush. It's got a little bit of water on it, and that's fine. It's still going to give me that beautiful, oh, perfect. Okay, liquid pearls and water. Who would have thunk it? Look at that. Isn't that yummy? This, when it's going to dry, will have this beautiful pearlized finish. And this is a green flower. It's falling apart because it's all wet and I wasn't being careful. But if you were to do this at home, obviously you would take your time. You would do underneath as well. But I want to leave it like that just so that people know, you know, what the original color was. So, yummy. And this is our dark one. I like the dark one too, but look how pretty they are. Oh, it makes me happy. I didn't even touch half of my supplies and medias. I mean, this is just with primary elements, some gesso, precious metal colors, neon ink, I think I used the gel, Color Shine, Inca Gold, stains. You could use, of course, an ink pad. You can use markers with water. If you have like a very light color, you can use, you take your marker and you go around the edges of a flower and then you spritz it with water and the color kind of wicks inside. It's beautiful. But I just don't have any light flowers at the moment, so I can't do that. I mean, you know, literally, I know I keep saying this, but the possibilities are totally endless. Here are my butterflies, and I want you to see this. This is totally amazing. This is how the twinkling H2Os dry. Look at that shimmer. Isn't that amazing? Look at this one. Gorgeous. This one I don't think I'm going to touch much because I really like how this one turned out. For this one here, I'm going to add some stickles. I'm going to add the magenta stickles. Just, I'm not sure that that's the right color though. Hang on for a second. Yeah. I might just do this just around the edges. Just very lightly. You know, just going in a little bit. That's pretty. And for the blue one, or whatever color it was, I can't remember, I think I'm going to add just a touch of the liquid pearls in white opal. I was going to do some dots, but you know, I'll see. Let's just add, I'm going to add it with my fingers. It's pretty. I like it. I just went a little bit crazy here, but kind of brings out the colors in the middle. I like it. I'm going to add some clear rock candy on one of these just to see how it's going to look. Just because I'm curious. So I'm going to add a glob to the mat. My fingers are dirty, so I have no idea what I'm going to pick up. But it's all good. Let's see how that dries. I'll show you what it looks like. And look how pretty it turned out. It looks like it's sugar coated. So pretty. I like it. So there they are. I mean, this is just a few examples of what you can do with just any flower, any color, any shape, anything. Just grab whatever you have. If it doesn't fit what you're trying to, if they don't fit what the project that you're doing, just go ahead and alter it. Use what you have. The possibilities are literally endless, and this truly applies to this type of work. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. If you have any questions, as usual, leave them in a comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you on Tuesday. Bye.